The topic of this presentation is what are the rules relating to compulsory registration for GST by a business. So, in which circumstances companies or any other businesses are required to compulsorily register for GST. So, let's have a look. And the situation where you are liable to register for GST are as follows. Now, before that, keep it in mind small companies who do not cross this threshold are not required to register for GST. This is in line with authorities' view to make it simpler for small companies to operate so that they don't have any added burden of keeping records and monitoring GST situation. So you are liable to register for GST, and there are two criteria. One is called as retrospective view or retrospective basis. So this happens when your taxable turnover at the end of the year is more than Singapore dollar 1 million. In that case, you are required to register for GST compulsorily under retrospective view. Another view is prospective view. So if at any time you reasonably expect your taxable turnover in the next 12 months to be more than Singapore dollar 1 million, then you are required to register for GST. So it can be either the past turnover or it can be future expected turnover. Now keep few things in mind. Taxable revenue consists of standard rated, that is goods, those are charged 7% GST, as well as zero rated supplies. So even if you are into domestic sale as well as export sale business, the total of both will be considered for determining whether this threshold has been surpassed or not. But it does not include exempt and out of scope supplies. So if you're doing exempt and out of scope supplies, then no matter what your company's turnover is, you are not required to register for GST. For this thing, there are few exceptions. The first exception is if majority of your supplies are zero rated. Then in that case, you are not required to register. Instead, you can apply for exemption. So applying for exemption is necessary in the sense you can't just keep mum. If the threshold is surpassed, then you have to apply, but then you can write it to IRS and ask for this exemption. This happens when you are majority in the export sale business. The majority of your revenue comes from export, normally 90% plus, with a limited sale in Singapore. So in that circumstances, you may not really be interested in registering for GST and keeping track of all that paperwork and reporting and the quarterly submissions. The second situation is where you cross the threshold under retrospective view, but you do not expect to continue same trend under prospective view. Meaning, in prospective view, you do not expect in next 12 months turnover to cross $1 million. In that case, you are not really required to compulsorily register for GST. One example of this situation can be maybe during COVID period. Normally, the businesses which sold simple mask and other equipments and they cross $1 million. But that trend they are not really expecting after COVID is over. So they don't really need to register for GST because under prospective view, their turnover is not likely to cross 1 million. So moving on to the next slide, then there are some scenarios where GST registration is not required. And why I'm pointing out here, because people often get confused and they think that in these circumstances they are still required to register for GST. So the first scenario is a company is in import and export business. However, goods do not enter Singapore. So import happens maybe from China and the goods are delivered in some other country. So these supplies are out of scope supplies, and therefore no matter what is the turnover level, whether it is 1 million or 10 million, these are out of scope supplies, so are not subject to GST registration. So in this case, you don't have to register for GST. Another example is of a company which is in import and export business, but where goods enter into Singapore, but then are re-exported immediately. So it is primarily zero rated supplies. Of course, in this case, you have to request for exemption, which you will normally get. So in this case, the goods might enter into Singapore only in bonded warehouse, and from there, those are re-exported. And a third scenario here, what I'm showing is of a company dealing in exempted supplies. So there are exempted supplies like financial transactions and residential properties. And if you deal in this, then obviously even if your turnover is more, you are not required to register for GST. So what are your responsibilities as to the registration as the owner or the director of a Singapore registered business? So first of all, you need to monitor your turnover and expected turnover constantly, because the liability to register depends on it. So you need to have accurate projection about it. If the situation arises where you either under prospective or retrospective basis you are liable for registration of GST, then you need to apply for GST registration within 14 days of that confirmation. But you should not charge any GST till GST number is approved and you receive letter from IRS. So in summary, GST registration liability primarily depends on whether you are likely to cross 1 million Singapore dollar turnover threshold or not.
Thank you for watching this video. This video was brought to you by Epica Consulting Singapore. Subscribe to our channel today to get notified when new videos are posted.